Coming up on Laurie and Gary Cruise, we take you from Bermuda's Royal Naval Dockyard on the ferry into the capital city of Hamilton. Join us as we explore for the day, find out if the weather holds up or if we get rained out. And of course, all of the cruise food too. All that and more of this week's video with Laurie and Gary Cruise.
Come and cruise with us, come and cruise with us, come and cruise with us, and you won't regret it.
We're going to start this vlog in Indulge food hall today because before we go to Bermuda, a gal has to eat. We are back in Indulge food hall. I mean, not we, just me. Gary doesn't eat till later. I got this salad and I'm kind of holding off on eating it because I am waiting for my pad thai. I kind of want to mix the greens with the pad thai. I also got guac. I ate all the guac. All I have left is chips, but you know what? I might put some of the greens on the chips. That's what I love about this place. Thank you. My pad thai came and it looks so good. I didn't know there was shrimp in it. Look how good it looks. I'll do an overhead shot. How's the pad thai, you ask? You guys, it's so good. The shrimp is nice and plump and juicy. The tastes are there. I love the noodles. And I also have to say that there's bits of avocado in my salad. And I'm realizing there's lots of dishes on this ship with avocado in it. And when they say guacamole, a lot of times on other ships, it's not really guacamole. It's like that runny avocado, like almost like a liquid or like a spread. But this is like true guacamole. Here, they also do the tableside service guac at Los Lobos. And even with like the chips at the local, they had real guac. So I'm like wondering if there's some sort of like Norwegian / avocado ranch deal going on, because I don't get how they're able to have access to so many fresh avocados. And avocados are one of my favorite foods, and like it's such a small little thing, but when a ship carries one of your favorite foods en masse, it makes life so much better. I did end up mixing my salad and pad thai together. It was divine. And then I was still hungry, so I got this flatbread with this crab spread on it, and it was so good. And when I was done eating, Gary was awake and ready to head off the ship with me. And while we're walking off the ship, let me tell you all about the plan for today. If you've been following us, you know Gary and I always do ship-sponsored excursions. We are both stressed out worrywarts. We're always concerned that if we went out on our own, we wouldn't make it back to the ship in time. Also, when we travel in other countries, it's not like we buy roaming data or data for a foreign land. So if we don't have Wi-Fi, we are literally out of luck, can't contact anyone. So we usually either take an excursion or explore the port by foot. However, we've been to Bermuda so many times at this point, and the ship is here for 3 whole days. So we figured day 1, try and get to Hamilton. If we get lost, we have 2 more days to get back to the ship. To help us plan this day in advance, we did a little YouTube search to see if there were any guides how to go from A to Z, and there was 1 or 2, but we figured we would walk you through our day step by step, so if you go to Bermuda, you can do the same thing as us. So also I want to remind you guys, this is April in Bermuda. This day started off in the high 60s. It's a bit gloomy, as you can see. There was only 1 other ship in port, and it was the Norwegian Jewel, which we will be taking next April 2026. So it was nice to get a little preview of her. Oh my God, are they even docked? Are they sailing away? They're sailing
away.
Oh, I'm glad I caught it. Back to our journey. Once you exit the ship, and I've never seen more than 2 ships ported here. Have you seen more than that? Please let us know in the comments below. But anyway, once you exit the ship, no matter which side of the dock you are on, you will go through security, and then you'll see this walkway that leads you towards a bunch of shops. You can't miss it. It's the main walkway. Look, it even has archways overhead. The ferry terminal is one of the first few buildings you will see on your left once you've walked down the walkway a little bit. And while we're walking there, you all may be thinking to yourself, what is Hamilton? Well, my friends, Hamilton is the capital city of Bermuda. It's along the harbor, and its front street features pastel-colored colonial buildings and high-end shops. Hamilton is a vibrant blend of British charm and island soul, perfect for a day of exploring, strolling past pastel colonial buildings, enjoying waterfront dining with ocean views, shopping duty-free, and sipping signature rum swizzles. It's clean, safe, and full of culture. Hamilton offers a unique, upscale island experience that's easy to fall in love with. Okay, those may be ChatGPT's words and not mine, but you get the drift. Now, I also want to say, if you're sailing with Norwegian, they also offer free shuttles from exactly where the cruise ship is to St. George, a different town in Bermuda. We did that 3 years ago on our Norwegian Joy cruise. Definitely check out that video. And while St. George is really cute and pretty, and all the locals are so proud of it, literally every single local was like, don't go to Hamilton, go to St. George, so much better. We were a little bored there. The included NCL ferry that does go to St. George really only leaves like once every 3 hours. And after you walk around the area a little bit, unless you want to spend money on lunch there, which is pretty pricey, there's not that much to do. You can cab it back to the cruise port, but that's pricey too. Anyway, if you're sailing with Norwegian and you get the free shuttle there, definitely check it out. But we're going it on our own and doing the short link ferries today, and guess what? We didn't realize that there was an actual schedule. So definitely look that up online before you head off the ship, because we realized there was nothing that left for over an hour and a half. And before you start to make fun of us for not realizing there would be a ferry schedule, listen, you guys, we live in Manhattan. We're New Yorkers. Ferries, subways, they all leave every 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So naturally, we would not think that through. However, not to worry, there is loads to do in the dockyard. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say about it. The Royal Naval Dockyard in Bermuda is a lively and historic waterfront hub located on the island's western tip. Once a major British naval base, it's now a top cruise port and tourist destination packed with things to do. You'll find beautifully restored stone buildings, the impressive National Museum of Bermuda, local art studios, shops, and waterfront restaurants. Don't miss the chance to explore the Clock Tower Mall, relax at nearby Snorkel Park Beach, or try a local craft beer at the Frog and Onion Pub. It's the perfect mix of history, shopping, culture, and beachy fun all in one walkable area. There were also a lot of chickens there, and they were really cute. So also, while we're walking up this way, can I ask you guys to please hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on? The notification bell will alert you every time we post. And the more people that watch our videos right away, the better it will do in the long run with the YouTube algorithm. Also, never hesitate to ask us any questions in the comments below. I literally try and respond to everyone. When I don't, it's more often than not because YouTube decided not to show me the comment. I mean, seriously, you guys, sometimes I'll be browsing the comment section in old videos and I'll see 2 or 3 comments that went unanswered. And I was like, YouTube, what gives? I would have answered these. Why didn't you show them to me? Super frustrating. Anyway, once you walk up a ways, you wind up at a bunch of shops and then an indoor little mall area. And hot tip, you would think because we are at the cruise port, prices in this mall would be way jacked up, but we found Hamilton later on to be extremely expensive. So we highly recommend you get any souvenirs or gifts here. There's also some places in this mall to grab some snacky food like ice cream in case you don't want a full sit-down meal, but you need something to tide you over. After walking around for a while, we decided to sit down and just enjoy the atmosphere until it was time for our ferry to leave. So here we are in not sunny Bermuda. We got off the ship hoping to take a ferry into Hamilton right away. And much to our chagrin, there is no ferry until 2:30 p.m. So we have an hour and a half to be here. And actually, if it wasn't such bad weather, that wouldn't be too bad. There's a lot to do in this port, a lot of shopping. So it's definitely nice. You saw in our videos all the shops and everything. We've been to St. George before. I highly recommend getting your souvenirs actually in the port rather than try and get them elsewhere in Bermuda. They have great souvenir shops here. But yeah, the weather is like touch and go, but it's supposed to be even worse tomorrow. So we're turning this day into our Bermuda day, and it's beautiful here.
Well, it's windy, and it was raining a while ago. We're in Bermuda, and
Sun.
It's the sun. It's the sun. But there's clouds all around it. So anyway, it's in the low 70s for the next 3 days. That's the winter temperature here. Low 70s and mid to high 60s at night. So there's not much of a difference between night and day temperatures. Just pretty nice. I mean, my kind of weather actually. It's 70s. I love the 70s. Don't like the 80s. Don't like the 90s. And can't stand the hundreds. So for me, this is pretty cool. This is good. I'm loving it.
Is it self-explanatory, like when it comes?
Right there, just stop.
Okay.
It's gonna put on right outside.
Thank you. 2:30, right?
Leaving at 2:30.
Great.
So she'll be here about 2:15.
Great, thank you so much. All right, we just got our ferry tokens. Now, it's so funny that they have tokens because Gary and I were just saying the other day that we wished the subway still offered tokens because the subway cards get bent and messed up. And then, yeah, and now the subway in New York is switching away from Metro cards to like Omni, which is basically like scanning your phone, like Apple Pay digital wallet. And you can also get a card for that as well. But man, we miss good old fashioned tokens. But anyway, we got round trip. It was $18. They only take credit cards, so make sure you bring your credit cards. That worked out well for us because we don't bother to get cash, like exchange money. So we have Bermuda, what is it, a euro? I don't know. Yeah, so the ferry will be here in about 15 minutes, and then it will leave at 2:30, and then we'll take the 4:45 back. And that is $18 total, so about $9 each round trip. Not bad at all when you think about the fact that the average cruise ship excursion in Bermuda is well over $100. And of course, when the ferry comes, you gotta wait for everyone to get off first. And it did arrive early, like 10 minutes before it's supposed to leave. So you may want to queue up a bit early in order to get a spot of choice on the actual ferry. In the middle, they have forward-facing chairs, and then on the sides, they have these chairs with little tables. And going there at this time, the ferry was fairly empty. I definitely feel like coffee is in my future.
Yes. I see a large cup of coffee, cappuccino or espresso in my future. In like a half an hour when we get there.
And it didn't take long to get there at all. I would say it was under a half hour. And while we were on the ferry, it did rain a little more, but that's okay because when we got into Hamilton, the sun came out. And the ferry kind of lets you off onto this main drag of buildings and shops. Our only plan at this point was to find coffee and find coffee fast.
Park there. Maybe,
Yeah. Well, look, babe. Look. It's novelty. There was a sign that pointed to a tea place in this park. And I thought, hey, where there's tea, there's usually coffee. Let's go check it out. And then we ended up just walking through this incredible park. I forgot the name. Do you know it? Please let us know in the comments below. It was only about 2 blocks from the ferry, and it had loads of seating, a koi pond, and a tea shop, which didn't have coffee. So we left the park to be returned and walked down some side streets in search of some caffeine. Hamilton streets are no joke. Be careful when you're crossing. We came upon a little cafe called the Chatterbox Cafe that was in a tiny little mall area. Hung out there for a bit, enjoyed the free Wi-Fi, then took our coffees on the go and walked the Hamilton streets. As I said earlier, there's loads to do here. A ton of restaurants, a ton of shops, and there's museums as well. I am warning you, most of the shops here are higher end boutiques, so things are very pricey. Gary saw a suit jacket he loved and was thinking of purchasing, but then I think it was close to $500. So yeah, if you want to go shopping, just be prepared to spend a lot of money. But window shopping and browsing is also a lot of fun to do. At this point, Gary's knee was starting to give him a little bit of grief, so we headed back to the park to relax for the last 45 minutes before our ferry left. So we found this little park in Hamilton, and it is so pretty. And it's just so nice to just sit here and enjoy nature and the views and all of that. And I wanted to say while we're here that not the last time we were in Bermuda, but the last time we cruised Norwegian Joy, we did the free ferry to St. George. And we were so bored. We felt like once you were there for like 20-30 minutes, unless you wanted to actually sit down at one of the restaurants, there was a couple, not even that many choices, and have like a full meal, there was really nothing to do. And I just remember we ended up waiting at the ferry for like almost an hour that day to get back, because the free ones only leave once every 3 hours. So today, I would say we didn't even cover all the ground we wanted to cover. We're gonna head back to the ferry soon because it leaves in about a half hour, but we've had a really lovely time here. Loads of shops, loads of restaurants. If you do want to eat out at a restaurant, we found that little coffee place, which was really nice. So yeah, we've had a really nice day here, and again, just $18. And let's remind ourselves that an excursion in Bermuda usually costs $100+ per person. So, oh, did you guys see that? This is, yeah, and this is just beautiful here. And what our coffee came to like $12 for both of us, and it was $18 to come to and from Hamilton. So instead of spending $150 each, $300 on excursions, we spent like, 40 something dollars, and yeah, like not even $40. Yeah, it's a nice day. BTW, guys, I'm wearing my on cruise mode tank top, and if you like it, I do have a code down below. It is an affiliate link where if you purchase it, I will get a small commission. But it is the perfect tank top to wear on a cruise. So if you like it and you use my link, I'd really appreciate it, because you'll really be supporting and helping out the channel, and every amount of money we make goes right back into cruising. The ferry back to port was quite a bit more crowded than before, and during our return, the skies opened up and it started raining cats and dogs. And as I said earlier, we were in Bermuda for 3 days. This day ended up having the best weather overall of all 3 days. So we feel so lucky that we chose to do our Hamilton exploration on this day. And if you visit Bermuda in April, just remember the weather can be very touch and go. Okay, I know I just upsold you my on cruise mode tank top, but now I need to upsell you this W Need-Do women's summer dress. I have a link for this dress as well down below. Once on board, we headed to the main dining room for an early dinner. We didn't eat a single thing at Bermuda, so we were famished. Here is the menu if you want to check it out. And also on the other side of the menu, Norwegian had this taste of specialty for $50, where you could try some of the specialty restaurant food in the main dining room.
Bruschetta with cheese, onions, tomatoes. Not sure what that is, but let's take a bite. Oh, it's really good. It really is. Honestly.
I got the pot stickers, and I love that it comes with some extra greens. I'm going to mix it all together, dip it in the sauce.
Verdict?
It's good. A touch on the greasy side. So they're not steamed. They're lightly fried. So they're a touch greasy, but overall good. It's the Asian noodle salad, right?
Yes. There are so many flavors in here with such a light dressing. It's perfect.
Good.
I haven't gotten down to the nitty-gritty yet, but it's really good. It's like specialty restaurant good.
And of course, Gary's going with a classic Caesar salad. How's it tasting to you, babe?
It's really good. It's a light dressing, and it's not overflowing with the dressing. It's a great combination, and the greens are extremely fresh. I'm glad I got this.
Gary got the flounder.
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is.
What's the seasoning like?
Very light. I can't put my finger on it, but I don't know. It's not flat for sure.
It looks like a salad. It's got so much greens.
I know, right?
I like that. I got the shrimp. It's on rice. My only issue is this. How am I supposed to use a fork when there's a tail on my shrimp?
Gotta eat it like a savage with your fingers. How is it?
Nice, tender, juicy shrimp, well seasoned. I'm not a tails girl, but let's try the, oh, this isn't rice. It's like orzo or something underneath. Yummy, salty, delicious, and I like my greens too. Good meal. Just take the tails off, man. Come on. I got the cannolis, and I was going to just suck the cream out of the middle, but it's kind of small, so I think I'm going to eat the whole thing. It comes in this sauce.
Verdict?
It's mascarpone. I don't necessarily like the sauce because it's citrusy. I don't want citrus with my
mascarpone?
in a cannoli.
Oh yeah.
I'm not vibing the sauce because it's citrusy, and I don't like citrus with my mascarpone. But the actual cannoli is really good. Gary's keeping it basic with some ice cream and some chocolate syrup.
So good.
Can't go wrong with ice cream, can you, baby?
So good.
Good.
And that was our day in Bermuda on our Norwegian Prima Cruise. We finished off the day in the thermal spa. Once again, please hit that subscribe button. We got a few more days on this cruise. You don't want to miss them. Until the next time, we want you to live your best cruise life. Bye-bye.